I would like everyone to think of an important man in their life, a father, brother, significant other, friend, or anyone else. Now, I'm sure you would do whatever it would take to protect this individual. However, what many people may not realize is there is a current movement that is shaping the future of masculinity, and that movement is known as feminism. While it may seem contradicting that feminists dictate the lives of men, it has more to do with the influence that feminists have on society. When a man does something wrong, society blames it on their gender instead of realizing that women do the same and all humans have a sinful nature. While this movement strives to get equal rights for women, men are losing their rights in the process. In response to the feminist movement, men are being accused of being abusive in physical and emotional ways. Additionally, they are being taught that masculinity is a toxic trait rather than just their natural instincts. As an example, the article Geek Feminism explains that toxic masculinity is a social construct and that it is an attitude where men are supposed to be violent, unemotional, sexually aggressive, and so on. While there are men who fit this mold, there are women who partake in the very same behaviors. This article mentioned before declares that violent and abusive behavior is not tolerated in society from either gender, and this is a standard that should remain the same. While some men are abusive, some women are as well. These are personality traits rather than gender traits. Each person is born with the opportunity to be a good person. It is up to that person whether or not they live up to that standard, as opposed to their gender. From this, it can be learned that men don't obtain personality traits from their gender. Instead, these things such as aggression and violence are learned behaviors. Rather than relying on the idea that aggressive behaviors stem from an individual's personality, society has accepted that the idea that such behaviors are as a result of being male. As a result, feminists and other activists have created a push to reduce the presence of masculinity in modern society. For example, men and young boys are being taught that it is not okay to exert their physical strength in many settings. Yet psychologist Michael G. Connor states that the two genders are meant to complement each other. Men are physically stronger, while women have wider hips for the purpose of carrying unborn children. Connor goes on to explain that as a goal of equality between men and women now grows closer, we are also losing awareness of these important differences. It is important to have these differences as it creates balance in the world. Therefore, it is important that we as a society do not allow the two genders to merge beyond their natural boundaries. Being strong and working with a woman is one of men's important natural instinct. So it is important that these abilities are not hindered, or it can offset the man's ability to just be a man. Despite the frequent opposition, modern activists, masculinity should not be written off. Instead, it should be openly taught to society, primarily youth, so that they are raised with these morals. By teaching youth how to act accordingly to their gender, they are not only being taught how to be a man, but additionally how to act toward their female counterparts. As a result, they would be taught respect, hard work, and compassion for others. They would also be taught how to use their natural and physical strength for a rewarding incredible purposes such as their career. If we teach others the good in masculinity, it will not only adjust society's views, but it will also give men the courage to be themselves. All things considered, while some individual men are not stellar role models, men can't be labeled as a whole simply based upon their gender. It is too quick to assume that a man's anatomy and biological instincts define him as a person, yet many feminists often overlook this idea and seek to redefine masculinity and the role of men in society. As these activists strive to attain equal rights, in turn, strip men of their natural rights to act as men. In conclusion, next time you reflect on masculinity, think about the effect it holds on